Hello everyone again, Wonder Tina here. What's this English? Welcome, this is my own art challenge which I organized for myself to improve my art by increasing my creativity and the work of my mind. And today we have this bada boom, the last day of the challenge. And today's prompt is garden. I decided to do something unusual for today's illustration. We will see in a moment. I decided to collect some things from my life that I did in the year 2024. And there was quite a lot of it, and I am a bit confused how much because I traveled a lot, although I don't like changing places because it stressed me out a lot because of my Asperger's syndrome. I have been to Germany twice, in the north and south of Germany. I was at the Polish seaside, in Hell itself and the surrounding area. I worked a lot even when I was on vacations because otherwise I wouldn't be able to stand it. So yes, I did a few new things this year, such as gardening and music, which is something completely new, something I have never done on my own before. The gardening was inspired by my aunt, who I was on vacation. She has her own garden and decided to give me some vegetables when I leave home. She gave me 3 tiny tomato seedlings in a jar, which I later planted, plus this mini pepper, which looks very nice at home. In the illustration we will see a few other things besides vegetables. I also took photos and edit them. Well, it's nothing new, but I often do it when I am in the mountains or on vacations. Also, the fact that I started making music will be a new branch of my life because I am not trained musician. I only rely on my feeling. So I will first find out how it will be received by you because I planned to publish my compositions on YouTube. Of course, my biggest activity this year is my illustrations. I have counted and it turned out that I made over 108 comic pages. Some as many as 73 for one client and the rest for smaller clients in color and with text. I don't show everything I create because it has a completely different art style, and that's why I don't share with you, because it's so different that I have 2 accounts on DeviantArt, because people could think that this is fake account, and it almost was. It was like this: I was talking to a client on Discord, but this person noticed that my name on Discord is the same as on another account on DeviantArt, plus the avatar was the same. And this person is like, wait, who are you? Why is there another account on DeviantArt with the same name even though I wrote to this account first? I saw my client got a bit upset. He thought I was a fraud, and I simply politely explained to him that I have 2 accounts because my art where I draw some anime and cartoon illustrations are so different from the traditional art that I can't put them between traditional made art because it looks like a fake account. So the person was very reassured that I am not a fraud because I have access to both accounts, and even if he wanted to check, I can reply to his message on that first account if he was very suspicious. But I won't tell you what the second account name is because I can see that it's very confusing, and I don't want people to be very confused that here you have this little unrealistic cartoon style characters and here some paintings painted in a completely different way. I also won't believe that this is the same person. And in this corner will be the frog that I made of clay. It was also a cool experience, but I rarely make sculptures because they break, and I don't like things that break and which you have to handle like an egg. However, I saw on YouTube video that you can create a sculpting mask that doesn't break so quickly. It is homemade from egg cartons. Since we're talking about eggs, but when I saw how many ingredients you need for it and it requires cooking, I decided that this is too difficult for me and I don't want to make a mess. I like how some sculptors on YouTube use this mask. It really looks better than clay because nothing stays on your fingers. That would be something, but I don't think you can buy it. You have to make it yourself, Bo. But maybe one day I will get my act together, buy the ingredients and try to make it. Take my word for it, but unfortunately I don't know what the cause is, whether the cactus I planted for the frog didn't like the new environment or whether I simply cut its roots which went through the pot, but as you can see it withered. I don't know, maybe just this wasn't a good idea and I'm not some great gardener. But I would also like to share my channel statistics with you. I know that this is not a result that many would like to brag about, but I don't care. I never ask for thumbs up or subscriptions, because I look for genuine people. Because when I look at those large channels, unfortunately they have a short lifespan. They acquire subscriptions quickly, but in return they acquire people who follow them for various not so good reasons. It's a bit like with those babies to whom if you give what they don't want, they will try to destroy you or they will hate you for that. I don't want to be one of those creators on YouTube who has to walk on eggshells so as not to upset their audience. No, thank you. I want to say what I want and treat YouTube as my hobby, really. And if something bigger develops, then great, but I don't want people to mess with me who are looking for a problem. And when I say something they don't like, they suddenly become my enemies. In my opinion, this is no good. I also don't like it when these big YouTubers talk about their audience as friends until you say something they don't like. For example, sometimes I watch some comic book reviewer. He normally only talks about comics, but once he said something in the sphere of politics and immediately there was a big controversy. It was simply incomprehensible to me what people can be like. Then if you don't give them their porridge and instead broccoli, then you are nothing to them. Oh, and what if someone stumbles and does something wrong? Then you are cancelled and fallen creator. I don't know how you expect someone who is a human as you to not make any mistakes. Do you never make mistakes or say the wrong thing? This is well written in this psalm. Man is a hypocrite. Of course, I don't mean that someone can do it on purpose, but just in means of mistake, because there are people who deliberately lie in their videos. That's basically most of the YouTube. Okay, I really like how this illustration came out. It took me a bit longer, but I expected that because of all the elements in the background. Oh, I almost forgot. And today's chinchilla advent calendar, it's just some rubbish that I threw away and I burned it in my stove. It's not my heat source, but from time to time when it's, for example, -6°C, I do fire. These are some pencils and some cardboard that I wanted to use, but it turns out that they are already so eaten up that there is no point in keeping them here and they serve as kindling. Let them burn. In the city you can still burn stuff, but the air is simply delicious. You don't even know how cozy it is to make fire in the stove. This is completely different warmth than central or electric heating. I will now say goodbye to to you, and thank you for those who bravely watched my videos. According to my statistics, I have about 50 people who come back, so I think this is a very good result. If I can do whatever I want in my videos and you like it, I am over the moon, so I will continue my work. I don't want to take such big breaks like I used to. I want it to be done with discipline. Okay, have a good day. Bye.